This is Soggy Nachos Podcast. My name is Janelle. What's up, Charlie? How you doing, homeboy?
Come on, man. It's combine week. It's my season.
This is
I'm
Charlie.
in mid-season form right now.
I told you, man. People who say off season, I'm like, I think you pronounced Charlie wrong. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what off season is. Frank, what's up, dog?
Ain't too much was goody.
I know you happy because we're going right into a great topic that you want to talk about.
So this is the topic I've been dying to talk about, right?
Actually, I'm not going to disrespect this guy. I was about to say there's a kid. There's a grown man who I, respect that really wants some money. I mean, this gentleman really, he's letting you know right now, he's writing a blank check and saying, y'all sign it and then I'll sign in what I want afterward. You know what I'm saying?
What does Daniel Jones have to do with this conversation?
We're talking about Lamar Jackson. Charlie, what do you do?
I like that
what are you doing now? You staring down the barrel with a 9 now. It's no more funny. I want to do this. I want to do that. You right now. You stand. Everybody talk about what they want to do.
Get an agent, please, Lamar. Get an agent. I mean, you can't just sit here and say he got fully guaranteed. I want fully guaranteed. That's what I want. That was as unique a situation as possible. I mean, he had 26 accusers. He was not going back to Houston. I'm referring to Deshaun Watson. He got traded. At the end of the day, he ended up getting traded for 3 first-round picks and some cheese on top of that. And and they had to guarantee his contract to get that trade done. That was a bad owner making a bad decision. All 31 owners were really pissed off that he even did that contract. Why? Because of a man named Lamar Jackson, who is sitting at the negotiating table saying, you are fully guaranteeing this contract or I'm not playing. You can tag me, but tag me because I will not play. I don't like the situation Lamar Jackson plays as these guys will allocate or whatever the nice fancy word is, how they're gonna tell you he plays a fragile position. Like he plays a very fragile position, not quarterback, running quarterback. Plays a very fragile position to guarantee this long-term deal that he wants. Even me, the Lamar Jackson fan, I don't know, man. I'm not comfortable with that one.
Frank, how you feel about what Charlie just said? Actually, no, not how hard it is. Not about what Charlie just said.
Eloquent.
How do you feel about
is the word I was looking for?
How do you feel about the position that the Baltimore Ravens are in here?
I feel bad for them, but then I don't because one, I think they got their money's worth already out of Lamar Jackson, but it's an interesting position because if I was them, I'd be happy to be in this position because you know me. I'm all about value. I'm all about leverage. What could we parlay this into? When you think about Lamar, and Charlie definitely said it, we talk about running quarterback. His style of play it's a thing for your body. It takes a lot on your body.
It's half running back.
We talk about you talked about Charlie. They're like, oh, tag me, I won't play. He might not play anyway because the back half of the last 2 seasons where you need your quarterback, he has not been there. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want to commit that to that kind of a guy in that type of a situation. And not saying like he's good at avoiding hits, but his style of play in general. And can he play quarterback? Like not like that? You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like there are things habits you can't break. So I'm going to fully guarantee money to that so that I can have Snoop Huntley or whatever they call him playing like half my nah, man, we're not doing this.
Hey Charlie, please don't annoy me. Like now, right? Like no, please don't annoy me right now.
I'm just stating facts.
Here's my stance on this. First of all, I just want to say this is the worst possible thing that could have happened to my brain. Because you know what it is? It's like it's like now you really here because everybody tell you the hurricane coming. And you're like, I'm good. My house is pretty strong. When it comes, it comes. It's like everybody knew Lamar wanted to get paid. Everybody who's been talking about it for like the past 3 years. Like really ever since he won MVP. It was like, oh man, you gotta pay this dude now. And me and Frank will talk all trash because I'm not gonna hold no cards here. Like I don't like running quarterbacks. I don't like quarterbacks who depend on running. They get hurt. When I was a kid, I did. It's crazy because ironically, the person we talk a lot of trash about his football knowledge, my dad was the one who helped me understand running quarterbacks is not it. It's just not a thing. Like you can. It's fun for a while, right? But
That's
you
the
know what's
thing.
funny? I think he won MVP.
It's not even that. It's not even that they're fun for a while. They work for a while.
Okay, same.
And then
fun work, whatever you want to say. Frank said it. I hate Frank because after he won MVP, right? Charlie was poking his chest out. Yeah. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm lunching because he is kind of cooking Frank like, though he's gonna start getting hurt next year. And because Charlie kept arguing he ain't getting hurt, but he has getting hurt. To your credit, Charlie, you was right. The facts change your opinion.
So this is that part that I always say, like Charlie ain't never played those sports, so he just think this shit is magic. You know what I'm saying? He just think niggas gonna stay healthy. You just gonna keep doing that, like your body's not gonna feel none of that.
Don't disrespect Charlie. Charlie
was
fucking everybody back in the day when we was kids and get handed the football. He was the real Zach Charbonnet.
I would have swore Frank was the one that didn't play sports. He doesn't. He's a horrible teammate, and he doesn't know anything. So it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make any sense out there.
Nice. But no, realistically though, bro, like this is ugly because at the end of the day, right? It's like I've been saying all this, Trey Lamar, but it's like, what if I really was the GM of this team and this dude is a former MVP kind of caliber player? We know it. When think about me and Frank is we critical, we split hairs on this show, but we know he's good because he's actually extremely good. But it's like, bruh. Like he didn't even
that 5-year commitment.
I wish he just would have played in the playoffs this year. Like even if he was hurt or I don't want him to get hurt more. But I'm saying even if
an agent, man, an agent will let you know this.
But that whole mess was convoluted, right?
Man.
That whole mess was convoluted because then it felt like towards the end it was like, oh, he could play, but why risk more injury when he don't have a guarantee? Bro, I'm not guaranteeing you a contract. So then what? You gonna then play in that situation and then really tear your no, come on, bro.
He could not. No, there was no point in him coming back. I'm on the side that there was no point in him coming back at the end of the season.
I don't know about
it shows,
just saying
it shows how much
they almost beat
without
a team that was in the
that
conference
team
championship,
couldn't
right?
do anything.
They almost beat it without him, right? So like, wouldn't he have made a difference? So couldn't they have been a Super Bowl team?
100%, 100%. He would have made a huge difference. This brings up an interesting point because now it's the age of the bag. That's what this is the age of. Because Charlie, you're a New York Giants fan. You seem to be in a similar position right now, sir.
I thought when I brought him up, that meant we weren't going to talk about him again.
No. You don't know. That's not how that works.
Hey, Frank, don't let him lie to you because Charlie drew up the pre-show for us. Daniel Jones' name right there. I see. Here's the thing.
So now y'all pay attention to the docket. Hey, so Daniel Jones is an interesting case.
Money.
I believe in the process of paying the quarterback, keeping the continuity of the team, allowing them to grow. I just don't like the actual player that it's going with. I'm not a huge fan of Daniel Jones. I get it. He's big. He's smart. He's a leader. All that stuff.
Vanilla Vic, man.
Vanilla Vic. Honestly, in real life, he's a running quarterback. The only time that he's good is when he's a running quarterback. So all the stuff you said about Lamar Jackson, go ahead. Daniel Jones has had concussions.
First of all,
Daniel Jones has gotten hurt. Like,
let's be clear, Charlie, because I don't like what you're alluding to. I said I would pay Daniel when I thought he'd be reasonable. Okay, I said I would, but now.
So hear me out, man. I think the cap is fake. I think the number, it happens every year, no matter what the number is. But the number goes up every year. So this time when it was
goes up because they take up the same amount of the cap that they do every year.
Yeah, like 8 years ago,
slightly.
when Kirk Cousins was getting this bag, we was like, oh my gosh, how can we pay him $28 million? He wants $28 million. Now the going rate's 45. It's just that's what the market is. The gambling money's about to hit. The daily fantasy numbers about to hit.
But my thing is, I don't like that because even when Kirk Cousins was making 28, I'm not even looking at we say the numbers, but I'm looking at the hit. Like you have to look at it, right? There are 53 people that you're paying on a football team. And a lot of those positions, when you have decent to good players, if you're on a good team, they're going to be getting paid well. The quarterback accounts for like 11% of the cap.
Yeah.
I'm not paying 11% of the cap to Daniel Jones. I'm sorry. I don't know if you know math, but I'm not doing that. You got me. What?
I
what's crazy,
appreciate
man?
the process.
So look,
actual
I'm gonna
players.
be honest. Let's be clear. Like, even though I'm much smarter than both combined, right? I don't really deal with the cap and all that fun stuff as intimately, right? But when I look at it, like how, like if y'all making me, right? It's like, this is why I want to trade Justin Fields too as well. It's like, I don't want to have to even play this game with the quarterback that I don't think is a traditional quarterback. All of these guys, Vanilla Vic, your man, Daniel Jones. I mean, Lamar Jackson, and Justin Fields. Is like, none of them throw that good, and they all running quarterbacks. It's just
so here's the best part about it, right? So it's like when you look at like the quarterbacks that get paid, like what it used to be back in the days where people had brains and stuff, the quarterbacks that got paid were so good that even though the teams were deficient in other areas, they were so good that they made up for it, right? Like you saw that when Peyton Manning gets hurt and a team that couldn't win less than 10 games wins 2 games and gets the first pick the next year because he's making up for all the sins because of what his salary
quarterbacks
is, right?
have been getting paid throughout the history of life.
That don't have nothing to do with.
I'm saying before because I'm an avid cap watcher. Before, only certain guys were getting paid. Then it got to this point where it was like, yo, if you start and you consistently the starter, you make the top of the line money. So, and anytime you're the starter and it's time for you to get paid, whatever the setting number is, you get it. You want us to name some of the guys that got the number? Like your boy that's looking for a team now.
How many years ago?
Free agent?
Who?
Carr?
Yeah, Derek Carr.
Carr got the number. All of them.
When
Listen, I understand, but that world existed maybe 20 years ago. Everybody now,
Gus
since Derek Carr, since like all of these guys,
Charlie, you do this a lot. Hold on, I feel like you're combining different things. Just like you're mixing what's fair versus what I want to do. Like, so I get what you're saying. Like, oh, everybody gets it, but that don't mean I want to pay it. Because
no, not at all.
That's what we're talking about. Though.
So what I would say, the reason I like what the Giants are trying to do. Like I said, they're trying to build. That's that. But my biggest problem is that neither one of you brought up is that you can find Daniel Jones in free agency literally right now.
We didn't feel like that was needed to be said.
I think that is needed to be said because in the days where these quarterbacks weren't paid like that, you didn't have Derek Carr's in free agency. You didn't have like the same level of quarterback. I know, but I'm saying like Derek Carr is the same level of quarterback as Daniel Jones, probably the same above average, above what Justin Fields is. You can find the quarterback you're going to pay $45 million to in free agency for less than $45 million. That's where I start to say, is that worth it?
Yeah.
Is that worth it?
Yeah, continuity ain't worth that, bro.
This is a question we're not going to answer in a short segment like this. Yeah. Do you pay quarterbacks? When do you pay him? Lamar Jackson wants money. It's making my brain.
Pay elite ones. So that's the question. That's that's the answer.
If you keep up with our content, we'll touch this topic again. But
we'll get subscribe, back. Comment. Tell us what you think about that.
Subscribe, all the fun stuff. Peace.